what I'm told. She submitted her application to marry Karen, and he's here as the chairman of the approval committee with the results. Robert?
Was it a large field?
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, my name is Robert Annis. As many of you know me, I've met some new friends over the recent few months, and I've known Karen for 27 years. I met her when I was 10 years old. I'm just kidding, obviously. I'm much older than that, but not as old as my partner, who's. I'm chair of the approval committee, and you might be asking, what the hell is that? But our close group of friends, many of which are here today, let me create a one-person approval process in the event someone gets married, gets a new boyfriend or girlfriend, and you know, it's a really grueling process. And the application interview process are extensive, as you can see here. See, Tonya, Mergers and Acquisitions Handbook. Lots of stuff. So, to make it even more enjoyable, Tonya Pike has applied to become the wife of Karen Burns. For the past several months, Tonya has been under close surveillance by my team. Well, she completed her application months ago, and obviously it's a long, big application. And there's, you know, she works at Cisco, so there's chicken juice. And she's endured countless and grueling interviews by my team. It's important for everyone to know the facts from both sides. So let's start with Karen. I wanted you to see a few pictures of Karen over the years that I'll have Eric pass or show around. This is Karen. I'm not sure. Anyway. When she was younger. Yeah, that's a luau was 1996 or 97? And
you were having fun.
Here's another picture of Karen. This is interesting, though. This is an interesting fact about this. She lived on Longwood Trace, and it was kind of hallowed ground. She had countless cookouts and gatherings, but she had a one-cup coffee maker. If you look closely in the corner there it is. See right there? One cup. And I think I threw away those pink cabbage plates.
Yeah.
Karen's favorite drink is a Grey Goose and vodka. Grey Goose and both vodka. And Karen, I don't know how white women do this, but Karen used to iron her hair. So she asked for an early board at our house one time. Yeah, I thought about it. So Tonya, who's the applicant, has also informed me that despite being a seasoned IT executive, she is unable to help her with her email applications. And lastly, she prefers movies targeted to 12-year-old boys. The Harry Potter, what is it, the Breakfast Club, all that stuff.
Hallmark Channel.
So,
I do like that.
Stay in the present.
That's all good. And so we talked about Karen for a second. So now let's get down to serious business. So I'll provide some color commentary on the applicant, Tonya Pike. For everybody that needs to know, Tonya has slept with a man. Oh, that's me. I'm notorious for falling asleep at parties, so Tonya and I took it out. Tonya loves to travel. Wait, that's me and Tonya again, I'm sorry. And this is her in Chicago. And this is her hobnobbing with the Kennedys in Chicago. Wow, look at that.
All right.
Very nice. What's interesting though is Tonya loved to sing during church revivals. That's her singing. Oh, no. That's Karen at the Duplex. It's a gay bar in New York. We had a good time. And finally, unnamed sources have said that when Tonya was 9 years old, she was a smart kid. She was in the smart kids class, but these children were also the conduct disorder kids. Unnamed sources, of course. And you can imagine which area Tonya fit in the most. So apparently the teacher walked into the student lounge one day, and Tonya was the leader group that did some other stuff, but also had the students standing on the desk singing Queen's "We Will Rock You." So, what would you do in my position? In times like these, I look for words of wisdom. Dr. Joyce Brothers once said, marriage is not just a spiritual communion, it's also remembering to take out the trash. That's a good one. Marriage, Irma Bombeck, who I love, Irma Bombeck said, marriage has no guarantees. If that's what you're looking for, go live with a car battery.
Setting the bar high.
Anonymously, someone said, marriage is a wonderful invention. Then again, so is a bicycle repair kit. And finally, Groucho Marx, one of my favorites. Marriage is a wonderful institution, but who wants to live in an institution? Based on these facts alone, and we've reviewed a lot, there were a lot of positives, a lot of negative, you work through those. I've decided, based on the authority invested on me by baby Jesus, unequivocally approve the application. Application is accepted. We love you unequivocally and wish you many, many years of happiness with my dying right, Karen, and become known your family. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Robert, and congratulations, Tonya. We've all seen the countless TV shows and movies that reinforce the idea that before dating, two people should be friends first. As everyone here knows, Karen and Tonya are proof that that idea that's played out on so many fictional programs can actually have a base in reality. Introduced by Tanya's childhood friend, Paige, they were friends for 9 months before dating. Karen says she knew it wasn't a matter of if she and Tonya would get together, but when. And after a bit of playing it cool and distant, the when happened. Tonya sent Karen a text message just before her birthday that said, well,
I think before you date anyone else, you should at least kiss me.
That was on a Friday. Karen's birthday came along, and as did some heavy flirting, I'm told. But no kiss. Karen got home and another text. From Tonya. I still feel you haven't been properly kissed. To which Karen replied,
Waiting.
Tonya went over to Karen's place, and then came the first kiss. Karen says she knew right then it was the forever she'd been dreaming about. They spent the last 10 years falling and being in love, and creating a rich life together, producing many wonderful and often funny stories, and everybody here knows that nobody tells a better story than Tonya. It's been said that a good marriage is one where each partner secretly suspects they got the better deal. And if that's the test, then Karen and Tanya's marriage is destined to be great. Because they complement each other so perfectly as partners, and yet they're authentically themselves as individuals. So it's hard to imagine a world where you two aren't together. We are all here to support Karen and Tonya on their first day as a married couple, which represents the dawning of a new chapter, but also the continuation of their love story. Remember, the reason you will get up every morning, the reason you sacrifice, the reason you give, the reason you laugh, the reason you are legally becoming a family is your love for one another. Karen and Tonya cherish one another. Never stop doing the small things that demonstrate love and respect for each other. Hold doors, write notes, play with dogs, listen, share, and give each other potatoes. Let kindness and tenderness be the rule, not the exception. Together you will continue forging a bond that will be greater than the sum of its parts. Now before we get to the vows, Tanya's sister Teresa has some words.
Thank you, Karen. Oh gosh, thank you all so much for being here. And Tonya and Karen, thank you for honoring me with the privilege of saying just a few words. Today we bring together two amazing women, Karen and Tonya, but also two great families that support them. Peterson family with Eric and Chris and John, and my mom and daddy couldn't be here with us, but the Pike and Peterson families merged too, and they created this great community. And so, on a slightly more serious side, I want to tell you all a quick story. When Tonya proposed to Karen, they came here to Lenox to have Karen's ring size, and then they came here to the Palm to have a bite to eat. And a stranger sent them a bottle of champagne. And an older woman who was here with the Red Hat Society luncheon came by to give them well wishes. Now, they had just been congratulated by these strangers at the jewelry store, elated by this union. And Tonya called me and she said, you know, Karen and I have this steadfast love. We didn't need a formal marriage, and we didn't need the recognition and support of strangers, but now we know what everyone else has the opportunity to take for granted, and that is the support of a community that celebrates you. And so I hope that tonight you feel enveloped in love, and you feel the support of this community, an untorn piece of fabric, the Pike and Peterson family, and all who love and support us. Now, let me just say, as we rejoice in this marriage, that typically weddings are based in the faith tradition, whatever that faith tradition may be, and I will not cede that. I will not cede that, and none of us should. And so, in my faith religion, there is, as in many, a book of love. And I want to share with you a story from that book of love. It is the story of two women devoted to one another for life. It is the story of Ruth and Naomi. May their pledge to one another be the pledge that you make here today. And Ruth said to Naomi, I do not urge me to leave you or turn back from you. Where you go, I will go. And where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be it ever so severely, if even death separates you and me. As with Ruth and Naomi, God blesses this union, and she will nurture it and sustain it. If you all will just bow your heads for one moment as I recite from the Song of Solomon. You have captured my heart, my sister, my bride. You have captured my heart with one glance of your eye and with one jewel of your necklace. For I have found the one my soul loves. Amen.
Thank you, Teresa. Now, Karen and Tonya, take each other's hands. Now, Karen, you of your own free will, take Tonya as your lawful wedded wife, to love, protect, and defend as long as you both shall live. Tonya, do you of your own free will, take Karen as your lawful wedded wife, to love, protect, and defend as long as you both shall live. It's time for the rings. Oh, I have them. Karen, there you go. Place the ring on Tanya's hand. Do you, Karen, vow to place Tonya above all others, before all others, and stand true and unmovable in your support for her in good times and in bad? Tonya, place the ring on Karen's hand. Do you, Tonya, vow to place Karen above all others, before all others, and stand true and unmovable in your support for her in good times and in bad? With these public promises and vows and the symbolic exchange of wedding bands, I now pronounce you, by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church and the great state of Georgia, wives.